Hey, how's it going, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X, the only show on Thursdays that starts the weekend early. I am your host, Tom Dog 247, and as always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Woo, baby, all right. So, we got a pretty good show lined up here today, and yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We are. There. And yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun, and nothing but the tomfoolery and everything like that, and before we get started, though, before we get started, um, let's do the shout outs and the plugs and everything like that. Because we do. That's what we do. We do before we get into all the juicy topics that we got going on, especially what we got going on here. Show tonight. Big shout out to the Dorkening Podcast Network. You got, I don't know how you guys do it, but you guys do it. And um, this past Tuesday was actually really fun, and I actually enjoyed that episode. It was a lot of fun, and the chat room was a lot of fun too. And what show I'm talking about? It's my favorite show, and that is Splash Pages. They actually had it on Wednesday on a special Wednesday episode of Splash Pages. It was a lot of fun, and so check it out over on YouTube at the Dorkening, and you'll be glad you did because you'll have a great time. Also, you can also check out while you're um, checking out some good quality programming. Check out the Owl Light Network. They have a lot of good stuff on there, including Uncle Necro's Tomb of the Terrible, and I've been I've been helping them out and everything. We just recently reviewed Monster in the Closet, and so yeah, if you want to see what everyone thinks um, about the movie, you can check it out on the Owl Light Network. And yeah, you'll definitely have a good time with it. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And with Carrie, Raz, and and Friday, and Ron, and everybody, you guys are just doing amazing work and everything like that. And support their books as well too, because they got a. So yeah, definitely check them out because not only are they great, they're great. They do great shows on there, but they also do great work outside when it comes to writing some short stories and novels. So yeah, so check them out. You will love them, and you'll love their work. And and while you're at it, go to Melly Playful and Tengu on on their YouTube channel. If you like watching people play video games, then Melly Playful and Tengu are the ones for you. Check them out. You'll have a good time. And so yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. And this episode is brought to you by W Energy. And what is W Energy? Well, it's an energy supplement that has no sugar, no artificial colors, flavors, or dyes, and zero chances of you playing like Patrick Mahomes from Sunday's game. And if you don't want to wind up playing like uh, Pat Mahomes, then I strongly suggest that you pick up some W Energy because if you go to the W.GG right now, use that promo code BRILL that you see right there that my finger's pointing at. Use that promo code BRILL at the checkout. You'll save 10% on your purchase. Anything and you'll wind up feeling like that MVP that went to the Super Bowl. So I mean that went to not the Super Bowl, but Disney World. So yeah, I forgot the dude's name already, but all you got to know is that the Eagles have landed a big game win. So definitely go to the w.gg, use that promo code Brill at the checkout, and save 10% on your purchase today. And you won't wind up drinking whatever the hell this is. So not bad. Yeah. Um. Okay, we got some breaking news uh, lined up because a little while ago I just found out that Kanye West and Bianca Censori are splitting up, and it's funny because I talked about them last week, and it's funny I'm talking about them again this week because they're split up. They're splitting up in the line of divorce, and yeah, this is some breaking news. So not many people have known about this. Maybe they have. I know that TMZ was the first to break it, but I think I'm the first to publicly go on the air and say that. So if the rumors are true, which I hope they are, um, hi Bianca, how are you? Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Yeah. Oh boy. I don't know what the I'm wearing a hat because I'm going back, you know, to my old roots and everything like that, and yeah, I don't know. So so yeah, I'm just there we go. Perfect. And yeah, I don't get it. And it's like, you know, I just I don't know, I gotta shave my head. There's only bottom line to do it is that I gotta shave my head. But going back to the breaking news that that yeah, this is some crazy stuff, because last week at the Grammys we saw there was they weren't even invited to be at the Grammys, but they showed up anyway. And again, I can't show you what she was wearing because I can't show nudity, and I didn't make any graphics to censor it. So yeah, yet. And so yeah, it just goes really crazy, and and I'm just laughing my ass off that that now that now they're going into this, that they're going to this divorce. I think maybe I think maybe that Bianca has had enough, and the way she's being objectified. Um, I mean, that can only be speculation, or it could be the fact that that Kanye West is a narcissistic, um, fascist asshole, and that could be another thing because the idiot put up put up some anti-Semitic stuff on his Twitter page, or let me call it woke X, and so he posted some anti-Semitic stuff Woke X. Then on his webpage where he sells his merchandise, he took everything down. He took everything down, but only had one piece of merch on his website, and it was an anti-Semitic Nazi symbol, and yeah, it was horrible. And so he was basically having a boner for Adolf Hitler, and you know, and everything like that. Whatever. And it's like, if he wants to be like that, then I strongly suggest that he stop being a black man. You know, that's how I look at it. Is that he needs to stop being a black man if he's going to act like that. I mean, do that pygmy shit that what the fuck her name is. I mean, I don't think she raps anymore, but Kim, I think. I know her name is, oh, Little Kim. Little Kim. So yeah, she had her she changed her she changed the color. She had a procedure done where she would change the color of her skin, and yeah. So I think Kanye West should do the same thing if he's going to act like that, because he's belittling his own race, and I don't like it. And he's shown his, he might as well just be, he just might well just be a single, just be a racist, and he's doing a lot of crazy stuff, and I don't like how he handles Bianca, which everybody has called that. It's just basically calling for a cry for help. But I think enough was enough, and and this is the thing, everybody was calling for, and even the Jewish community was calling for Elon Musk to get rid of him on Woke X. And what had happened was he didn't do that. Elon did something else. He unfollowed Kanye West. I guess he didn't want to be associated with a fascist, because I think Elon Musk wants to be the only one. So that set off Kanye West, and then he deleted his Twitter account, or his Woke X account, excuse me. And so he deleted that account, but then a little after the news broke that Kanye and Bianca were separating, he goes and puts back up on Woke X. So he didn't post anything yet, but give it time, he will. And I already fired the first shot. I already called him out. Yeah, I'm purposely trying to get off of Woke X. So I don't want to delete it. I want Elon to flip the switch so that I can expose him for allowing me to not use my freedom of speech, which he says that he was going to do, that he was going to swear to protect ever since buying Woke X. Insane. And it's funny. I'm knocking on wood. That I just find it funny that I'm talking all this shit. I'm doing I'm talking all this shit. I'm not doing any hate speech or anything like that. I'm not being anyone. I'm just basically calling. I'm just basically um, going to my old ways, and I think I have one more in me before the switch is flipped. So yeah, so it's only a matter of time. You know, I'll just bring back an old pot. Might be might be breaking the rules a little bit, but don't worry, it's nothing going to be racist or sexist or anything like that. It's something that I did a long time ago on cable access that I regret doing, but if I had the video footage, I would show you, but I don't think it would be proper because now looking at it, I'm embarrassed to even talk about it, but I will mention it in conversation uh, on woke X, So yeah, but yeah, it was highly offensive, and it was one of the most offensive things I've ever done on Channel X in the early days of Channel X when I was on cable. So yeah, I plan on bringing that up. So yeah, because I was highly offensive back then too. I was highly offensive. I kind of like toned it down ever since I went on YouTube, but it's only a matter of time before I can bring back all that offensive stuff again. So yeah, in a way, I kind of miss being offensive like I once was. So I've done a taste of it on here, but I don't want to push the limit and get kicked off of here. So yeah, but it's all in good fun, you know. But I never thought I would bring back an old trope that I used to do back in that I used to do back in my cable access day, and we're going to talk about it later. But it involves this, so yeah. So we're going to talk about that later because there's a lot to talk about on there. So yeah. Sure. So yeah, that's breaking news. So before we get into to today's hot topics, let's do another thing while we have we have some time in this opener. Um, it's it's a it's a pretty much old it's pretty much an old topic because it did make its rounds, but not enough to make world news. Like broadcast news. But I heard about it like maybe a week or so ago, and it's making its rounds even more today because tomorrow being Valentine's Day. So, so yeah. Um, so it's an article that I'm getting off of Unilad, and it basically is about a boss allows their employees to have masturbation breaks as she explains bizarre reason behind it. So again, this article is coming from Unilad, and I'm going to read this article. So settle in, folks. It's going to be a wonderful read. Many companies in this day, and I'm already with Clemson. I didn't even read one sentence here. Many companies in this day and age have a ton of initiatives to support their employees' mental and physical health. But this boss has taken it a step further by granting staff masturbation breaks. I am not joking. Uh, and sure enough, the boss's name um, is Erica Lust, who runs an adult entertainment company in Barcelona, Spain. Has come up with a tried and tested method to help her workers relieve stress and agitation by banishing what would normally be considered an SFW, or not safe for work. The organization grants its staff 30 minutes of private time for self pleasure in a dedicated masturbation station room, and they even got written into company policy in 2022 after completing a successful trial run during lockdown. Okay,
I forgot my face out there.
I don't want to forget it. So, in staff feedback from the usual initiative, many admitted they felt less aggression and were more productive. Research has long revealed research. Now this is where this part of the story gets this part of the article gets educational. So this is your educational part of Channel X right now. So research has long revealed masturbation and physical intimacy are linked to an abundance of health benefits, including reduced blood pressure, and putting it off could even prove harmful. The queen of ethical porn from Sweden told the news movement they'd get masturbation breaks in case you need one. You're always invited to do it. It gets rid of anxiety. Miss Lutz said it's a similar idea to an apple a day keeps the doctor away mantra. She added, with the pandemic and the huge shift in how we live our lives, she began to notice that her employees had become somewhat agitated and were performing with less energy than before. So, knowing that there's only one thing that will make everyone feel good, she set up a private masturbation station for them to enjoy. She also continued that she values her employees and knows that when they feel good, they do good work. And yeah, so she's also Erica Lust is also an erotic film director. Um, Miss Lust said that the most harmful thing to a work environment is stress, and established the masturbation station to provide workers with a safe, comfortable space for their masturbation break. But the masturbation break wasn't only about trying to help my employees her employees feel better in these trying times. She continued that she also wanted to do something to normalize masturbation on a broader scale. Okay. Miss Lust, who is on a mission to reinvent ethical porn, added, "Sexual well-being is deeply intertwined with your overall mental health and physical health, and should be treated with the same respect and resources. The supposed genius idea comes as reports indicate people are having less sex. Over 8 years and still counting. According to a poll of 2,000 adults, men and women typically engage in sexual activity 46 times a year, or once every 8 days. Some are reported to as having less frequent encounters, with a tenth saying they have less sex than once a year. But men and women who are sexually inactive for long periods of time can suffer from serious harmful side effects. 8 years going on 9. Dr. Tara, okay. I am nowhere in near of pronouncing this name because it's a long ass name. Dr. Tara Truwani ethical. I'm just going to say Dr. Tara Supercalifragilistic. I'm just going to call her Dr. Tara Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay, a professor, podcaster, columnist, and sex and relationship expert from California said men who are sexually inactive could end up with penis shrinkage. While women can suffer from vaginal atrophy. Okay. 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 All right. So, well, unfortunate for Dr. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, I don't have that problem. Thank God. But I do know where these women are coming from, because let's face it, like I just said, 8 years going on 9 is a long time for not getting laid. And the fact that tomorrow is Valentine's Day makes my sex life even worse than it was. So yeah. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can get a better picture of because there's a picture in the background that's iffy. So let's look at her images and let's see. Hold on. So yeah, let's take a look at her and see what she. She's not that bad looking though. I mean, really, she's not that bad looking at all. And I you know, dare I say, she looks pretty hot. And you know, hold on, I'm almost dropping my table here, bumping into stuff. But yeah, she is really hot. I mean, if she runs a play like that, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if her colleagues are actually beating off to her. I really do think that they're checking out her work. And yeah, I just think that she is so freaking hot. You know, I mean, really. Just look at that picture. I mean, how can you not love that how can you not find her attractive? Seriously. I just think that she's so friggin' hot. Really. So, but I'm gonna stop now because I'm getting hot and bothered. I don't want to have to take a masturbation break. So yeah. We don't want to. I don't want to wind up like Dark Side Phil. You know what I mean? For all we know, that's probably what he was doing. So it could be true. But yeah, I mean, really, it. So yeah, hey, I'm all for it. Maybe I should open up a section. I mean, maybe. Raz already said that I should make you know schlong, sell them. Tom Dog Schlong. Tom Schlong. Or something like that. Tom Dong. He said a lot better on the shows. So yeah. It's a thought. It's a thought. But yeah, all right. But let's look at well, I can't show you her work, but I can I can give you her filmography. Let's see. But yeah, I can't like I said, I can't show you. So um porn movies and porn series produced by Erica Lust. There is Kazumi's Party, The Wedding, Dirty Martini Sex Party, Safe Word, 3, The Intern, oops, Impregnation Nation, ooh, Sex Toy Story, You Got a Friend in Me, You Got a Friend in Me, When Your Sex Life Rough Ahead and You're Miles and Miles. for fucking on in your years and years from fucking on your bed. But just remember what your old pal said. Oh, you got a dick in me. Boy, you got a friend in me. Some of the dicks might be a little bit smaller than I am. Bigger and stronger too, maybe. But nothing's better than your luscious song inside my. Just me and you, boo, till the years go by. Our friendship will never, our relationship will never die. Can't you see it's our destiny? Oh, you got a friend in me. Oh, you got a friend in me. And I just thought of it just now. That's how creative I am. See, I am not the boat in broadcasting for nothing. Just saying. What else? X Confections, Volume 34. Rain Goddess, Tantra Lovers. I've been so naughty thinking about you all day. Looks like she's on the cover too. I can't show you. Siren Song, Heidi and the Doughboys. Put Lipstick on It. X Confessions, number volume 33. A Love Letter to All Those Men. My Ass. No, really, there's a film that's called My Ass. Um, um, Super Femmes and For Her. 5 hot stories for her. Um, also, Hannah, Household Goddess. If Only I Had a Dick. The Squirt Collection. A Man of Faith. You and Me in the Sea. Uh, Private Dancer. Catboy. Uh, when when Harry Met Sally, like a lesbian one. Uh, Hamaka Sutra. Beso de Mezcal. Okay. Um, Safe word. I think I talked about that. Lust threesomes. Season 1. Lust Adventures, Season 4. How Sexy, James and Lola. The Listener. Sorrow Bay. These are the show. I think some of these are the shows I'm talking about now. Anal. Lust Lust compilations. Going Up. The Blind Date, The Affairs of Lydia, California Dreaming, Primary, Sparky. Okay. Also, soft erotica movies now. Summer with Maria, Real Sex, and Be My Flirt, Unlocked, Witch, and Hold Hold the Tip. Passionate, and then also Passion, Sex, Taboo and Fetish, Lesbian, which is a scene compilation, Orgies, X Confessions, volumes 21 to 30, 60 digital short films from Erica Lust, Real Sex Compilation 2, Women's Pleasure, Anal. Oh, yeah, I already talked about that one. The Lesbian, which is a different one, which is a volume 3 compilation. Threesome, which is a movie compilation. And Sex, Flirt, uh, Sex, Flirt, Swipe, which is the, okay. So yeah, that's all the content that she has made, and I have listed them all. I think. Damn, she's so yeah. I pretty much read off a lot of content that she makes, and I'm gonna have to check it out because believe me, I know where to look. And the best thing about it is, Florida can't look at it. Sucks to be Florida. Oh. So who knows? Maybe we'll see Bianca Censorian now in many of them. So okay, moving on. Now that I pretty much took over pretty much wasted 45 minutes worth of sex talk, more or less, or maybe 30 minutes of sex talk, which we need to do more of, by the way. See, if I was doing this on cable access, I would be gone. That's how horrible. That's how horrible. That's how offensive I can be. I wouldn't even have. I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even read this article. That's how bad it is. That's how bad. That's how bad it is in cable access. That I wouldn't be able to read that article. I would have to. I would have to refer to masturbation as something else. Seriously, I would have to. I would have to refer to masturbation as something else. Excuse me. Um, so yeah, that that's the logistics of everything and everything like that. So yeah, I mean, but like I said, I don't have any problems because of the fact that I handle myself pretty well. I mean, my banana's happy, as you saw. I'm bad. So, anywho, let's talk about your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Awful, awful segue. Awful segue. But anywho, um, episodes 6, 7, and 8 showed up on yesterday on Disney Plus, and I hope they continue with the season. I hope they make more because this is an awesome show. This really is. I mean, we got to see um the Scorpion, and it looks really good. And I'm gonna try not to spoil it, but you guys got to see it for yourself. This show is amazing. See what I did there? um, but yeah, it's very good. It's a very good show, and I really don't understand why people are. There are some people out there that are complaining about the 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 animation and everything like that. It's a fucking comic book. Hello. So yeah, and I'm not going through I'm not going into details because I've already said what I had to say about it. So yeah. But yeah, nonetheless, it's a very good show. If you haven't checked it out, do so. There's only 2 episodes left um, before the season finale, and they're going to be showing them next week. So yeah, so it's kind of weird that they show that they were doing instead of doing 1 episode a week, they've been doing um, they did two at the beginning, and I thought that they were going to do 1 episode after that. But I guess they didn't want to drag it out. I guess I don't know, but because they did that they were doing that with X-Men '97, so I don't know why they couldn't do it with this one. So, but nonetheless, they did 3 episodes last week, and then they've got 3 episodes again this week. So now 9 and 10 are the only episodes left, and they'll be showing off next Wednesday. And I guess that's it for the season. And so yeah, it was the episode the series is actually doing pretty well. The story is actually really good. Um, the story in it, and I think that makes the show really well done. And like I said before, the comic book feel to it um, does look really really good, and I absolutely love that style of animation. So yeah, I mean, if you can make a show, if you can turn a show into that was based off of a comic book and then adapt the same um artwork style from the comic book onto a television series, you've got yourself a show. And Marvel has done a substantially good job of bringing those comic book pages to life. I mean, you go back into the night like in the '90s, you had X Men, the original X Men series, Spider Man, which was also good. Even some of the older ones, some of the older ones were even more were more like a comic book. If you look back at the old comic, if you looked at the old art style, it kind of looked like it had an old feeling to to the original Spider-Man comic books back in the day. And even in the more modern ones, have done a well job with bringing Spider-Man from the pages of the comic book um, to life, and it does look pretty well done. Um, so, like I said, the story is really good, and so yeah, if you haven't seen it, you gotta check it out. It's really really good, and they kind of changed a little bit. They kind of skew a little bit from the MCU, which I think is creative because they changed some things around, but the way they did Doc Ock, man, the way they did Doctor Octopus is actually really awesome, and I actually like that. They still kept Doctor Octopus in the traditional comic book style, and I absolutely love it. I gotta look at the featurette. I think there might be a featurette on on the making of it. I have to go on there and check it out. I don't want to do it now because I got a show to do and we're almost out of time. So, okay. so yeah, like I said, check that out. Okay, now to the main topic, and I do want to make an apology because this graphic, okay, this graphic right here, I had no intention on making it look as shitty as I did, because what I wanted to do, I wanted to do, bring it out better. But yeah, this is lazy. This is lazy thumbnail, and I had no intention on doing that. So what I had to do is I had my face hugger friend pretty much face hug the Lombardi Trophy and have Spider-Man look like he's about to swing in from the stadium. And so yeah, and then they got the W logo in there as well too. But anywho, but yeah, it's so friggin' ridiculous. It's so friggin' ridiculous that we have to do it, that I had to do it like that, and it just totally sucks. And I know why. I know why. I know why it sucks. It's because of the fact that we can't say what we want to, that we can't say that what we want to say. They copyrighted too much of, so we have to say the big game. We have to refer the um the championship game as the big game. We can't call it so, which to me I think it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid that we have to censor that. We can't say. So yeah, I just think that it's stupid. You know, out of all the things that we can, we have, the seven dirty words that we can't say on television, which is shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits. Or if you want to be creative, we can't say grumpy, dopey, sleepy, bashful, happy, gopher, and dog. You know what I mean? I know I forgot sneezy, and I also forgot dopey. I think I said dopey. Let's see. Grumpy, dopey, sleepy, sneezy, bashful, sneezy, and dog. Okay, there you go. So yeah, those are the seven words you can't say on television, and now you can't say. So yeah. So for all you lip readers that were able to understand the word, then yeah, kudos to you, and hope that you're not working for YouTube. Let's see. I have two monitors going, and there's zero views going. There's a problem. I think maybe they caught on to me. Maybe there are some lip readers on that are working for YouTube. They caught into me.
I'm a professional lip reader, and he's saying that word. He's saying the big game. But he's not saying the big game. He's saying demonetize him. He's already demonetized. Demonetize him some more.
Yeah. So yeah. So the big game consists of Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, and I want to say so bad, but it's so stupid that we have to refer to the big game. It's so woke of Roger Goodell. I would like to go to one of his press conferences and say, could we say instead of the big game, because I think it's stupid. Really, I just think that it is. It's like, that is the most censored word that that's like the most sensitive, censored thing that we can't say. If I was on cable access, I can get away with saying it. But for some odd reason, I can't say it on here. Whatever, whatever. I guess I don't know. So yeah, so what you see is what you get, and this right here is fucking stupid. It really is. Out of all the thumbnails that I made for this show, this is by far my most unimpressive thing. This was like lazy. This was like lazy thumbnail or something like that. I don't know, but it's stupid and it sucks, and I fucking hate it. All I want to do is say in my thumbnail, but I can't say. I couldn't even show the Heisman, the Lombardi, the Lombardi Trophy. I couldn't even show that. That's how stupid it is. I mean, no offense to my facehugger friend, because I don't want to hurt this little guy's feelings, but I mean, at least I have him to save the day. You know what I mean? Kudos to him. But yeah, this is so fucking stupid, and I hate it. I fucking can't stand it. It's horrible. Okay, rant over. This would have made a good Tom Dog rant. That's how upsetting this is that the fact that I got rid of Tom Dog rant. I got rid of that for Wrestling Prime Elite. But no, it was worth, but it's worth it though. It's worth it though, because I can rant on here all I want. That's the end of that. But no, we still got more show left. And now, since we already hit my hour limit, so now we're going into overtime, which what I was predicting for this game that it was going to be. But boy, was I wrong. I don't know what Patrick Mahomes was doing, but he certainly wasn't playing football. Really. I mean, listen, I don't even know. I don't know. It's like, listen, I'm not an expert on football, but I know that there's a lot of there are some things I do know. and one of them is that you know I seriously don't think that during their playoffs their playoff win against the Buffalo Bills. I don't think and listen, you could take it with a grain of salt because everybody has an opinion about the ending of that game. And and listen, there's no wrong um there's no wrong opinion because everybody you know does have some mixed feelings of it. I would say that most of the criticism has been leaning towards more of um, the cheating, but which I would do think that from what I understand, that the referees of that championship game, they are being investigated. Um, at least that's from what I know. Is that the referees from that Chiefs Bills game, they're being investigated. So that's all I know. And some are saying that it's preposterous. Some are saying that that yeah. So it's mixed reactions down the middle. And listen, I don't know. It's like I saw the play. I I can't. I'm not, like I said, I'm not an expert when it comes to seeing plays like that, so I couldn't tell you. Okay, whether he was in or not, I don't know. This is why we have the special, this is why we have the instant replay. If they wanted to be technical, why don't they just repeat? They should have just the down, repeat the down instead of making it like that, you know. And if I don't know if there was any challenges being played there, but which would have made it a little bit, would have made it easier. But like I said, I don't know. So, but all we know is at the end game, it was the Chiefs and the Eagles, and which is a rematch from their uh, game from 2 years ago. So yeah, and here it was supposed to be a good game, but what we got was garbage. And listen, I like the Kansas City Chiefs, and it has nothing to do with the fact that Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce. I just like before Travis Kelce um, and Taylor Swift were dating, I actually was enjoying watching the Chiefs kick ass. So yeah, me being a Swiftie has nothing to do with being a Chief because I was a Chief first in this in my quest of enjoying being a fan because I've switched more teams than the actual players going off to separate teams because I've been rooting for the win. I've been pretty much been cheering for the winners. I don't have a stamped favorite, and I still don't know how to change. I still don't know how to change from the Giants to the Chiefs, and but now I got to find another team, or I might just give up and just root for whoever's playing Memphis. So yeah, because let's see, I've been I've been a Commanders fan before the Commanders were even the Commanders. I've been a fan of Washington. I've been um, Carolina, um, Green Bay, um, Raiders, Giants, Tampa Bay. San Francisco. There was a time where I liked San Francisco. Um, so I literally cannot make up my mind. Maybe I should just go with the Jaguars. And it has nothing to do with the fact that Tony Khan runs them too. But seriously, I don't have a legit stamped team. I literally don't. I just love football. I really do. I literally do. I was like, so yeah. People can say that that I'm a that I'm a I don't know what they call it, but they I think a show not a showboater, but a um and I wouldn't say I call myself a sellout. I'll just be like a you know I don't know. There is a proper term for people just liking the team for a certain amount. So yeah, I'm gonna my fan base is going to be switching to another team soon because I'm pretty much going to give them one more shot and then that's it. But I was disappointed in Mahomes. He played horrible. I mean, don't let me see how many how many you know let's see. Oh, you know what I could have done? This would have saved me a little bit more time. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, everyone's more focused now. Everyone's focused now on the draft. Let's see.
Why am I having such a hard time?
Okay, here we go. I had to do it this way. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, it doesn't really show anything, so. Oh, Erica. Forgive me. Oh, okay. So all I said was how many. I asked the search engine how many times the. Okay, so Mahomes was sacked 6 times, the most he has taken in any game, and Mahomes is the second QB in history, in big game history, to take 6 sacks against 4 or fewer pass rushers. Um, Roger Staubach took 6 in big game 10 against Steelers. Um, oh boy. Okay, so now how many? Now I'm going to ask it how many interceptions. Okay, 2 interceptions. So the Eagles landed 2 interceptions from uh, from Pat Mahomes. Hi, Erica. So yeah, it was an embarrassing game. It was embarrassing. And listen, and I'm not gonna take nothing away from Pat from Mahomes. He's a damn good football player, and he's actually done and yeah, one can argue that he's done a lot better than that has done more than Tom Brady, and that is that's a worthy argument. But there is one thing that Tom Brady has done, that has not done that Mahomes did on Sunday, and that was played terribly. He Pat Mahomes was playing like Aaron Rodgers on his debut game with the Jets. And believe me, and let's be realistic. I think an injured Aaron Rodgers would have played better than Mahomes did on Sunday. And that's just me being, you know, and listen, I don't like Aaron Rodgers, but yeah, it was looking like that. And it was so embarrassing. I literally turned it off. I turned off the television after the halftime show. It was embarrassing. It literally was embarrassing. And so I turned off the game and joined my friends over on Pat and Sell on the Light Network. So yeah. but but it's like, there was no reason for Mahomes to play that terribly. There's no excuse for it. And listen, I like the Chiefs. I like the Chiefs. Like I said, and I made it perfectly clear that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey had nothing to do with it. I've liked the Chiefs even before I knew they were dating. So yeah. Um, and I hope that um it turns into more than just dating. I really hope that it turns into something more. That's how I look at it. Um, but yeah, it was bad to watch, and I know that I'm not the only one. Even Jason Kelsey, Travis's brother, he 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 felt bad. He literally felt bad for his brother, and you know he he got the ball. He had an opportunity. Travis did have an opportunity, but he dropped the ball. And I understand. And listen, I'm not faulting Travis right there. It's like, shit happens. But Pat, dude, seriously, it is like I don't know what had happened, but it was not good. It was like you were literally playing like a rookie in training season, and it was horrible, dude. It was horrible, and I don't know what was going on with that, but it was embarrassing. It really was. So moving on from that, let's talk about the the commercials. And it was a high budget commercial um, list of big game ads that they were showing, and so it was good seeing Seal, but the way they put him in there as an actual Seal, it was like, okay, it was creepy, but not as creepy as the disturbing um, kid with the flesh tone with the head looking like a cowboy hat, and from what I understand, um it's going to be on Amazon Prime. So yeah, let me see if it's on there. Let's see if it's coming up. I know I gotta watch. The beast out of it. Oh yeah, I gotta watch Sausage Party. They got Tom Green Country. Yeah, Mystery Science Theater 3000. Okay, so I don't see nothing here. But I know that it existed because there's a documentary on Tom Green. Hmm. Let's see. Um, oops. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So it's on. It's on. Okay, I guess it's on Tubi. It's a story about a boy who wore his movie fandom on his head. Oh my god, I don't want to verify. Okay, let's see. Oh, I gotta register. What the? Okay. Okay. All right. I'm having a hard time. I'm getting annoyed. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so it was just okay. So basically, it wasn't really okay. So I guess from what I understand, there's no description on this. So okay, okay. A story about a boy who wore. Okay, so basically, it was basically just an advertisement for Tubi. Okay, so all right, so it wasn't that an actual movie. So okay, so that solved that problem. Okay, so that was weird, and I was like, okay. So, but my favorite one had to have been the Pringles commercial. And I'm not just saying that because of the fact that I still have not picked out my favorite um, Pringles Hot Ones yet, which I am going to do another video on soon. So the video cut off again. So yeah. Um, so yeah. Um, so yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. And so yeah, the Pringles commercial was pretty. But I noticed that a lot of hair on the around the face seemed to have been the primary focus, whether it was Eugene Levy's eyebrows or Guillermo's mustache or anybody who has a mustache. Um, it was just basically really funny to see that, and the Pringles commercial won me over with that. So yeah, the Pringles commercial um, with the flying mustaches were actually pretty cute. And a close second goes to the young Clydesdale who brings the abandoned keg of beer to a local to a nearby bar. So yeah, it was really good. It was those were, so yeah, it was a really close second. I didn't really like the Reese's peanut butter cups with the chocolate lava. I didn't like that one for many reasons because it was just like people were just acting stupid. The Doritos commercial was actually pretty good. Um, so from what I understand, that it was a there was a contest to see who can come up with a good ad campaign for the big game. And the one there was two people that won it, um, and got tickets to the big game. So yeah, that was a really cool prize. And so yeah, it was really cool. Um, and of course, you know who showed up, and apparently, and this is Fox being Fox because Fox was in charge of the production for the big game this year, and apparently they also were in charge of the cheering the sound effects as well too because they took a play out of Vince McMahon's book by dubbing the cheers over the boos. So yeah, yeah. but people were booing Taylor Swift for no reason because of the fact that she is dating Travis Kelce, and Travis Kelce is playing for the Chiefs, and yada yada yada. Everything, just shut up and stop being petty and everything like that. You know, she didn't deserve to get booed because she does a lot. She's done more than Donald Trump will ever do in his lifetime. So get over it. So yeah, but the biggest the biggest thing that I have that we need to talk about, and this will be the last thing I talk about before we turn off the camera and call it a night, is the halftime show. I loved the halftime show. And yes, it is weird that a white guy actually has a positive thing to say about the halftime show. If you understood it, you'll know why. So Kendrick Lamar was headlining the Super Bowl halftime, and I don't give a fuck. It's a Super Bowl. The halftime show, and so yeah, he did his songs, and it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. And we had a cameo from Uncle Sam himself, Sam Jackson. Bad motherfucker. I love Samuel L. I love him, and him dressing up like Uncle Sam, I thought it was awesome. And Megan Kelly, the fascist bitch, decides to go and say that, oh, Uncle Sam was right. Shut the fuck up. We all know that. Okay? Well, I don't need a fucking history lesson on the origins of Uncle Sam. Okay? I know that. Okay? I paid attention in social studies and in U.S. history, so I know the origins about Uncle Sam. But this is Hollywood, and Sam Jackson is my favorite actor of all time. Don't question me on that. And don't at me on that either. So, to me, he's everybody's uncle. Okay? I love Sam Jackson. And people just need to get over it. So I didn't have a problem with it because I understood what was going on. And a surprise appearance from a legendary tennis player by the name of, is it Venus or Serena? Yep, Serena Williams. Okay. So yeah, she did it. She did her crip walk like she did when she was at Wimbledon, and so yeah, and it was everybody's bitching and moaning about that, and I'm like, relax. She did it. She did it when she played tennis. So relax. Quit your bitching. And so I loved it. And then of course, Kendrick Lamar um, played his song that won him multiple Grammys. They Not Like Us. And it was a good performance, and had a little nod of the PlayStation controller and the game over and everything reference and everything like that. Everything was good, and of course, I wonder how Drink loved his shout out. So I'm really curious about how Drake loved his shout out. So yeah, it was a good halftime show. So good, in fact, that it actually beat Michael Jackson's long running um most watched um halftime show ever by 100,000. So thank you, Kendrick Lamar. Congratulations on your Grammy wins last weekend, and so yeah, um, awesome show, awesome performance. Um, Understood the reference, so you don't have to worry about me. And so, not a hater. I'm not a hater like all those other incessant pricks out there who just didn't understand. And social media um, became the perfect breeding ground because I brought the remote control back. So that's right. People were bitching and moaning about the thing, and then I chimed in with a picture of the remote control, saying the remote control would have prevented you from would have been the perfect option instead of bitching and moaning about the halftime show. Just saying, which is true. You know, you had an opportunity. You had the opportunity. The opportunity was there for you to change that channel, but you didn't do it. So you only have yourself to blame. If you had a problem with it and you're bitching and moaning about the halftime show, oh, it sucks, it sucks. Why isn't Metallica playing? I'll tell you why Metallica's playing, because they don't play for free. They don't play for free, and they don't play their songs. They don't tell them. They will never play in a Super Bowl. I just want to get that out of the way right now. Metallica will never ever play in a Super Bowl. Why? Because because they don't play for free, and Lars thinks that that the songs that they'll sing is going to make people pirate their songs. So there you go. So that's why you're never going to see Metallica um, play at a halftime show. So there you are. You can have Aerosmith. You can, which before they retire, you can have um, Motley Crue. You can have Def Leppard. Why not? Because they're going to be, you can have Kiss. You can have, before they retire, Rolling Stones. I don't know if they're ever going to retire. Um, you can have the Stones. You can have, um, let's see, who else you can have? You can have White Stripes. You can have, um, Guns N' Roses. You can hell. You can even put or maybe you can just have somebody playing there and have a cameo from oh, there's a wind advisory. Um, I can't believe I forgot his name. Slash. You can have AC. Hi, Erica. You can have ACDC. You can have um, hell. You can even have Guns N' Roses. Um, you can have any rock. You can have the Foo Fighters. Okay, the Foo Fighters are still playing. You can have them. But Metallica will never do a televised event. Never. Never in a million years. Sorry, that's just how they were. That's because apparently Lars Ulrich calls the shots. So, you can you can get pissed off all you want. Then, oh, I don't understand this type of music because it's not for you. For real, not for you if you have a problem with it. And believe me, if you do have a problem with what's playing at the halftime show, here's your solution. Here's your solution. There you go. There you go. There's various buttons on here. Look at that. You have the volume button. You have the channel button, which is right there. You have the little mute button that's right there. You have all these buttons right. You have all those buttons right there, and you haven't used one of them. So if anybody has a problem, perhaps I should give an audio video, give a visual aid on how the remote control works. I've done it before, and it was one of my most highest rated, episodes I've ever done on cable access. So there you go. So now you know how the remote control works, and just saying, folks. You can get offended for what I said, but I don't care. I don't care. I thought it was an awesome halftime show. Anybody has a problem with that? Tough titties. Okay, I'm looking at the time here, and it's time for me to go. And but thank you all so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow me on Blue Sky at TomDog247. If you missed any of tonight's episode, you can turn it off as soon as I turn off the camera. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Comment down below. What did you think of the big game? Let us know in the comment section down below. Ringy dingy that bell to stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. And be sure if I can find it. Oh, God. Be sure to support small streamers like myself by doing the most important thing that you can do for us small streamers like myself. And we'll love you more than I don't know. We'll love you more than I don't know. We'll love you more than the big game. And there's only one way to do that. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you don't want to leave a like, that's fine. If you don't want to comment, that's fine. If you don't even want to ring that bell. But if there's only one thing that you can do to help this show out, it's this. And that's face hug that subscribe button. We will see you all here again next week. Same Tom Dog time, same Tom Dog channel. And next week we have a very special show. We are going to be paying our tributes to. We're going to be paying our. We're going to be doing a special Saturday Night Live tribute show. Because this weekend they'll be celebrating their 50 years on television, and so yeah, this is going to be a SNL themed episode, and one of my most long awaited inductees into the Channel X Hall of Fame will happen next week too, and that is we're going to be pretty much remembering. We're going to spend most of this episode remembering Chris Farley. So it's going to be an all SNL themed episode next week. And so yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. And also, not only am I going to induct Chris Farley into the Channel X Hall of Fame, but Lorne Michaels as well. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and I hope you all see you again here next week for the special SNL episode. And tomorrow night it will be the old school wrestling prime, and Saturday will be Wrestling Prime Elite, where I will review Grand Slam. I'm not going to do, which reminds me, before I forget, I'm not going to be doing the live reaction theme. I know we had a good response last weekend, but you know, um, you know, personal personal issues come first and everything like that. So I have to take care of my personal life before everything else and everything. So I'm just not going to have the time to balance all that out and everything like that. So going back to the original plan, and so yeah, but we're not going to rule that out. Eventually, um, it will come back. The live reaction will come back soon. Um, I don't know when, so yeah, but keep in tune and everything like that. So yeah. With that being said, thank you all. So yeah, we got some good stuff lined up this week, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. And and there's only one way to do that, and is to watch it right here on the Brill Pro channel on YouTube. Until then, we will see you tomorrow night. Till then, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace. Have a good night, everybody, and have a happy and safe Valentine's Day.